Wake up. Prince Charles takes the wind out of Sturgeon's sails as sends patriotic warning. Prince Charles has issued a subtle patriotic warning to Nicola Sturgeon's independence ambitions. Before the Scottish independence referendum in 2014, the Queen said Scots should think very carefully about the future. Now Charles has made a subtle plea to the nation to stay within the United Kingdom. In aerial photographs of the Prince of Wales' Ayrshire estate, Dumfries House, reveal a planting scheme that is laid out in a pattern to resemble the Union flag. Prince Charles is also said to have signalled his concerns about Scottish independence during the Burns night before the 2014 referendum. The 2014 Scottish independence referendum was an independence referendum held on September 18, 2014 concerning Scottish independence from the United Kingdom. The referendum question was, should Scotland be an independent country? Which voters answered with yes or no. The no side won with 2,001,926, 55.3%, voting against independence and 1,617,989, 44.7%, voting in favour. The turnout of 84.6% was the highest recorded for an election or referendum in the United Kingdom since the January 1910 general election, which was held before the introduction of universal suffrage. The Scottish Independence Referendum Act 2013 set out the arrangements for the referendum and was passed by the Scottish Parliament in November 2013, following an agreement between the devolved Scottish Government and the Government of the United Kingdom. The independence proposal required a simple majority to pass. All European Union, EU, or Commonwealth citizens residing in Scotland aged 16 or over could vote, with some exceptions, which produced a total electorate of almost 4,300,000 people. This was the first time that the electoral franchise was extended to include 16 and 17-year-olds in Scotland. After watching Prince Charles reading Auld Lang Syne on Burns Night, body language expert Judy James said, "The Prince's version is not a fun one, and despite a small slewed smile near the end of his recital, he employs body language and vocal tone cues and clues to suggest there should be messages read here about the mooted referendum to take Scotland from the UK." Dumfries House in the west of Scotland has been renovated by the Prince of Wales over the last 14 years. It is now open to the public and has a centre that offers a range of courses such as traditional skill development. Also on the grounds of the house that is not far from Glasgow is a wellness centre that provides homeopathy for patients referred there by their GP. The mansion was designed by Scottish architects the Adam brothers and erected 250 years ago as a retirement home for William Crichton Dalrymple, the 5th Earl of Dumfries. Prince Charles purchased the property 14 years ago and has renovated the main buildings and planted an arboretum on the land surrounding it. Simon Sadinsky, executive director of the Prince's Foundation, said, "It's hard to believe it's been 14 years since Dumfries House was saved for the nation. It now acts as a catalyst for the regeneration of the area. We welcome hundreds of pupils and students to the estate each month for a range of hands-on learning experiences, including heritage crafts, food, farming, hospitality and horticulture, which all champion sustainable practices, increase self-confidence and employability, and help preserve heritage skills which are at risk of being lost." A palace source spoke about how Prince Charles and Camilla spend much of their time at the house. Indeed, Charles and Camilla are spending an increasing amount of time in Scotland. He is often seen walking around the grounds, talking to the head gardener. Speaking to the Daily Mail, the palace source said, "The prince walks the walk and is prepared to get his hands dirty. I've seen him picking up rubbish as he goes around the grounds. It's about the education centre teaching children how not to waste food, the apprenticeships training people to work in hospitality. The point is, it's as much about the people as it is about the building. That's what matters to the prince. How does Dumfries House change and help the local community?"